Pori is a city and municipality on the west coast of Finland. The city is located some 10 kilometers from the Gulf of Bothnia, on the estuary of the Kokemäenjoki river. Pori was established in 1558 by Duke John, who became later John III of Sweden. The municipality has a population of 85,256 and covers an area of 1,704.07 square kilometers, of which 870.01 square kilometers is water. The population density is 102.22 per square kilometers. The municipality is unilingually Finnish. It is the 11th largest city in Finland, and the 7th largest urban area. Pori is also the capital of the Satakunta region and the Pori subregion. Name. The name Pori comes from the Borg part of the original name in Swedish with a Finnicized pronunciation. The Swedish name Björnborg means bear city, and the Latin Greek Artopolis also means bear city. History. Early years. City of Pori was established in 1558 by Duke John of Finland, who was later known as John III of Sweden. It was a successor to the medieval towns of Telja and Alvila. Sailing the Kokemäenjoki River had become more and more difficult since the 14th century due to the post-glacial rebound. The importance of Kokemäenjoki and Alvila began to decline as the ships could no longer navigate the river. In the 16th century, the situation had become so bad that Duke John decided to establish a new harbour and market town closer to the sea. The bourgeois of Alvila were ordered to migrate to the newly founded city, and on the 8th of March 1558 John III gave the Charter of Pori, which read, "Because we have seen that it would be best to build a strong market town alongside the sea, and because we cannot find anywhere suitable for fortifying in Alvila, we have chosen another location at Pori." At the beginning, Pori had around 300 involuntary residents. However, they soon recognized the advantages of the new location, which offered opportunities for profitable trading, among other things. Shipbuilding has been important since the beginning of history of Pori. Shipyard started by the river in 1572, and it worked until the early 20th century. The biggest ship probably ever built in Pori was Pori, completed in 1583. Greater Wrath and Crimean War. During the Greater Wrath in 1713, Pori was occupied by Russian troops. 8 Russian regiments spent 4 months in town from September 1713 to January 1714, vandalizing and demolishing the city. Some of the most wealthiest residents vanished. They were probably imprisoned and taken to Russia. Windmills and storage houses were burned. Most of the oxen and horses and more than 400 boats were lost. The Russian invasion of Finland continued another 7 years. It meant great financial loss for Pori as the foreign trade was completely finished. After the Greater Wrath, Pori lost its staple rights and the city went into deep depression. A new golden age for Pori started in 1765 as the city got back the staple rights for foreign trade. As the Crimean War burst out in 1853, Pori was attacked by French and British Navy in 1855. The French frigate Dassault made the first attempt on July, and managed to catch one ship outside the Estuary island before they sailed further north. Another attack was made by a British fleet on the 9th of August. Mayor Claus Walbig negotiated a deal with the enemy and the city was saved. 2 sailing ships and 17 smaller boats along with some other properties were given to the British. City fires. As most of its houses were made of wood, Pori has had its share of fires. The town has burned down and been rebuilt 9 times. The city was first destroyed by fire in 1571 and the last major fire was in 1852. More than 75% of the city was destroyed in 1852 and most of the residents became homeless. Only a few buildings, such as the town hall, were saved. The Great Fire of 1852 was one of the worst disasters in Finland so far. The new city plan and the shape of the present old town was designed by Swedish architect C.T. von Chewitz. The newly completed buildings, such as the Pori Theatre and Hotel Otava, are historically and culturally important. 4 esplanades, which are wider than the other streets, divided the new city centre in 4 parts. Finnish Civil War and World War II. During the 1918 Finnish Civil War, Pori was a part of the Finnish Socialist Workers' Republic. The city was not on the direct war zone, but some terror was made by both sides. The best-known incident was the execution of 11 whites at the schoolyard of Pori Lyceum. At the World War II, Pori was bombed 4 times by the Soviet Air Force in 1939–1940. The worst bombing occurred on the 2nd of February 1940, as 21 people were killed. Most of the bombs were aimed to the harbour area instead of the city itself. From 1942 to 1944, Pori Airport served as an air depot for the Jagdgeschwader 5 of German Luftwaffe. Pori Air Depot was known as Feldluftpark Pori, and it was one of the major German air depots in Northern Europe. On September 1944, Germans left the airport and destroyed most of the facilities by exploding. One German-built hangar is still used today. Total of 319 Soviet Red Army prisoners of war died in Pori as they were used as a forced labor by the Germans. Soviet soldiers are buried at Vatirama district in the eastern part of the city. Geography. River and delta. The geological uplift after the last ice age has been relatively high at the mouth of the Kokemäenjoki River. When the city was established in 1558, it was situated on the shore of Pori Bay. Because of this uplift, the delta of the river now begins in front of the city. The recreation area of Kirjuranluoto is actually on an island connected with bridges to the mainland. Pori National Urban Park preserves the story of the phases of development of the town born at the mouth of the river Kokemäenjoki. Climate politics. The largest parties in Pori are National Coalition Party and Social Democratic Party. In 2012 municipal elections, the parties gained 26.6% and 26.3% of vote respectively. The mayor of Pori is Aino Maijaluikanen, who was elected to run the city in 2004 after the former mayor, Martti Sinisami, retired from the post. Transport. Pori railway station and bus station are located in the city centre. Since the Pori station is a terminal train station, railway traffic is quite moderate. Pori is only connected to Tampere with 13 daily departures by the Tampere-Pori Railway. Bus traffic is very busy instead. Pori has more than 100 intercity buses with major Finnish cities Helsinki, Turku and Tampere, as well as smaller places like Rauma and Vaasa. Public transport is managed by the city-owned bus company Porin Linjet. It has also service to nearby municipalities. Pori Airport has daily connections to Helsinki Airport and seasonal flights to ski resorts of Lapland, as well as charter flights to several Mediterranean countries. Scheduled flights to Swedish capital Stockholm were ceased in early 2013. Port of Pori is specialized on bulk cargo. It has liner service to several northern European ports. In October 2013, Pori was the destination of MS Nordic Orion, the first commercial cargo ship ever to transit the Northwest Passage. She was carrying a cargo of coking coal from Port Metro, Vancouver, Canada. Education. Pori is the home of 28 comprehensive schools and 7 gymnasiums, including English, French and German classes, as well as the Swedish-speaking Björneborg Svenska Samskola, Rudolf Steiner School and a Christian school. First trivial school in Pori was founded in 1641. Today it is succeeded by Pori Lyceum, established 1879. Vocational education is given in 5 institutes, including the Music School, Palmgren Conservatory and Finnish Aviation Academy, which is owned by the state of Finland and Finnish flag carrier airline Finnair. Highest grades of education in Pori are the Satakunta University of Applied Sciences and University Consortium of Pori. Culture. Pori Jazz Festival. Pori is widely known for its International Jazz Music Festival, established in 1966. Today Pori Jazz is one of the major jazz festivals in Europe as well as one of the largest culture events in Finland. The 9-day festival is held annually in July. Many renowned musicians have played the festival over the years, including artists like B.B. King, Ray Charles, Miles Davis, Keith Jarrett, Bob Dylan, Elton John, Kanye West and Santana. Concert arenas are located around the city. Main venue is Kilometres Arena, which is an open-air concert park holding an audience more than 30,000. The arena has hosted also many other events like Sonosphere Festival in 2009 and 2010. Suomi Arena in an international public debate forum held simultaneously with Pori Jazz Theatre and Music. Pori is considered to be the birthplace of Finnish-language theatre, as the Finnish National Theatre gave its first performance at Hotel Otava on October 13, 1872. Pori Theatre is a municipal theatre established in 1931 as a merger of 2 local stages. Theatre building was completed in 1884. Another professional theatre in Pori is Rakastajat Teatteri. It is also hosting an annual festival for independent theatre groups. Pori is a home for several amateur and youth theatres and the Kilometres Summer Theatre that presents open-air productions in summertime. Pori Symphony Orchestra was established 1938 and it is today known as Pori Sinfonietta. The orchestra performs in 1999 built Promenade Dijkskurs Music Hall. The first city orchestra was founded in 1877. In its early years the orchestra was mostly performing light orchestral music and its musicians were German. The very first symphony concert was played in 1902. Most famous classical composer from Pori is Selim Palmgren, even called as the Finnish Chopin. Pori Opera was established in 1976. It performs a yearly production together with Pori Sinfonietta and Pori Opera Choir. In 2004 they recorded Kung Karl's Jakt, which is the first opera composed in Finland. Museums. Satakunta Museum is a historical museum established 1888. It is one of the oldest historical museums in Finland and presents the history of Satakunta province and the city of Pori. Museum building was completed in 1973. Pori Art Museum is a museum of contemporary and modern art. It was opened in 1979. Museum is based on the collections of local art collector and patronage Mayor Gullikson. Pori Art Museum is located in a former warehouse originally built in 1860. Other museums in Pori are the Rosenloo Museum, which is presenting the industrial heritage of Rosenloo Company, and the Natural History Museum Luontotiloarki. Toivo is the renovation center of Satakunta Museum. It presents traditional ways of restoring wooden houses with an exhibition of typical early 1900s home. Sports. Major team sports in Pori are ice hockey and football. Pori is especially known for its popular hockey team Asat, which is a 3-time Finnish champion, most recently in 2013. The Victory Parade gathered some 20,000 people to the Pori Market Square. Local top football side FC Jazz have won the Finnish Premier League Veikkausliiga in 1993 and 1996. The club has also competed in several UEFA competitions. FC Jazz currently plays in the second-tier Ukkonen. Women's football side Nicefutis is competing in the top division Naisten Liiga. Other popular team sports in Pori are bandy and pesäpallo, the Finnish version of baseball. Women's pesäpallo team Keisarkahat and bandy side Narukera are both playing in the Premier divisions. Pori has also male and female teams of lower divisions in almost all major team sports, including clubs like Musan Salama, Pori Futsal, Bears, Pori Rugby and Karhut. The oldest sports club in Finland, Segelforeningen i Björnborg, was established 1856 in Pori. Most successful Pori athletes are Olympic gold medal winners Kelpo Gröndal and Carlo Kangasniemi. Other Olympic medalists from Pori are Arvo Aaltonen, Juni Grommin, Jiri Kial and Sari Fisk. Today the best-known athletes are swimmer Matti Mattsson, hurdler Norrala Taneziri and Paralympic gold medalist Leo Pekitati. Mikko Salo won the 2009 CrossFit Games in Aromas, California and was declared as world's fittest man. Sporting facilities: 12,300-seated Pori Stadium, which is primarily used for football, is one of the largest multi-purpose stadiums in Finland. It is the home ground for FC Jazz and Nicefutis. Stadium has also been a venue for two Finland internationals. Pori Stadium has hosted the Finnish Championships in athletics 3 times and will be the venue of 2015 games. Stadium is located at the Iisalmaki Sports Centre. The area includes several other facilities like ice hockey arena for 6,500 spectators, indoor football arena, rink for bandy and skating, tennis courts and outdoor swimming stadium. Pori Racetrack is one of the major horse racing venues in Finland. Speedway track for motorcycles is located in the Jytri area 20 kilometers out of the city, as well as Jytri Golf. The other golf course, Pori Golf Club, is on the outskirts of city. The new city-owned indoor swimming pool was opened in September 2011. It is a modern facility with 7 pools of variable depth and size, 3 saunas and a gym. Media: the most widely read daily newspaper of Pori area is the independent Satakunnan Kansa. Other local papers of the Social Democrat UUSIIKA and Satakunnan Taio, which is aligned with the Left Alliance. They are both published weekly, as well as several free newspapers. Radio Pori is a radio station established in 1985 as one of the first commercial stations in Finland. Easy 101 is a local radio station mainly for younger people under 30. Public service radio in Pori area is YLE Satakunta, a regional station of YLE Radio Suomi. YLE TV2 screens daily local news from the Pori region and Satakunta province on its national channel. Points of interest: Jytri Beach is located 17 kilometers out of the city center. The 6-kilometer-long beach is one of the largest in Baltic Sea, part of the area designated as a unisex nudist beach. Tourist facilities in Jytri include a hotel, spa, camping, caravan park and a golf course. It is also very popular among windsurfers. Island of Riiposari is located some 10 kilometers further of Jytri. It is connected with the mainland by highway. Riiposari is a unique village with a townscape of mostly wooden buildings and a population of 1,000 people. The island has a church, marina, hostel, camping site, several restaurants and a fishing port. Jucelius Mausoleum at the Kapara Cemetery was built in 1901 for the 11-year-old daughter of businessman Fritz Arthur Jucelius. It is the only mausoleum in Finland. The building is decorated with frescoes by Akseli Gallen-Kallela, who is one of Finland's most prominent painters. Kiejuranluoto is an island and park at the delta of river Kokemäenjoki by the city centre. On the south side of the river stand the Empire-style buildings of the Old Town, raised after the 1852 city fire. 1841 built Old Town Hall is one of the few buildings saved from the fire. Central Pori Church and the Greek Orthodox Church of Pori, dedicated to John the Theologian, of the most notable churches. 10 kilometres outside the city at the municipality of Villa of the medieval St. Olaf's Church and the 18th-century ironworks of Pori. Villa Myria is a design of Finland's most famous architect Alvar Aalto. It is considered as one of his most significant works. The villa is widely known all over the world among the ones interested in modern architecture. Villa Myria is located in Noormarkuu, a municipality annexed with Pori in 2010. Demographics: more than 7 quintillion 1 quadrillion 980 trillion spadesuit. 98% of the population has Finnish as the first language, and about 7 quintillion 200 trillion spadesuit. 2% has either Polish, Estonian, German, Russian or Swedish as the first language. There is a small minority of about 6 quintillion 999 quadrillion 500 trillion spadesuit. 0.5% of Swedish speakers in the city. There is a Swedish school and a Swedish culture club that are aimed at serving the Finn and Swedish minority in the Satakunta region. Population development: the significant population increase in 1950 was the result of annexing nearby areas. Population peaked in the mid-1970s, when it was over 80,000. After that, the population declined, and in recent years has remained steady at just over 83,000. After the annex of the neighboring municipality Noormarkuu in 2010, the population rose to the current level. In 1952, Pori was the 5th largest city in Finland after Helsinki, Turku, Tampere and Lahti. Source: notable people, arts, music and society. Antti Ahlström, businessman. Cecilia Blomqvist, deaconess. Elin Danielsson Gambogi, painter. Akseli Gallen-Kallela, painter. Mayor Gullikson, art collector and patronage. Jenny Haukio, poet and the spouse of the President of Finland. Juha Janhunen, linguist. Aurora Karamzina, philanthropist and supporter of charities. Selim Palmgren, composer. Jorma Juartinen, dancer and choreographer. Sports: Kelpo Grandal, Olympic gold medalist 1952 and Member of Parliament. Timo Furuholm, footballer. Jesse Joensuu, ice hockey player. Carlo Kangasniemi, Olympic gold medalist 1968. Pekka Rautakolio, ice hockey coach and former player. Antti Suomiala, footballer. Leo Pekitati, Paralympian. Eric Howler, ice hockey player. Music groups: Appendix, Circle, Circle of Contempt, Deep Turtle, Dingard Magyar Posse, Morse Principium Est, Yo. International Relations. Twin towns: sister cities. Pori is twinned with